Those of you who are watching the audio version of our thing, the U.S. national debt just reached what was it, 20 billion, 40 billion? I wasn't paying attention. Our debt has gone well past its limit 2 months into the year. Congratulations.
USA number 1. No, USA number 2. Taiwan number 1. China number 4.
You mean West Taiwan? Now that we are officially banned from Japan and China, we can talk about North Korea without any issues. All right, my name is Darren Silvers, owner-operator. My name is Darren Silvers, owner-operator of HentaiKick.com. We are having ourselves a meme-filled day today because we have lots of actually aggressively important things to talk about. Lots of tech news this week. In fact, I think nearly everything is tech news, which is hilarious.
Only one thing isn't tech news.
Really? Only one?
2 things are not tech news.
All right. Okay. So Shep, what do you want to open up with?
Oh, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Shep over to the War Advance.
Yes, I also need you to share your screen.
Yes.
Yes. I am. We are late tired. It is 2 weeks till Katsucon. I nearly said Otakon. Till Katsucon. And I am excited for that, but I'm also overworked, so.
Same here. So let's open up with video game news and not tech news.
All right, so
tech news because it's a remaster. So, why is Life is Strange getting a goddamn remaster?
Like this way, you can get Life is Strange 1 and 2 together in a compilation, and you get improved graphics. By improved graphics, I mean you made it look even shittier. And I mean that because the reduced graphics, I could at least explain why the story was kind of meh and why I was constantly annoyed. Like Telltale games aren't supposed to be very good at graphics. This was still a Telltale game. This was a branching story game. You had to solve riddles and find clues and But Life is Strange was a really crappy game. Trust me, I played it and I went, this game was terrible. And I kept playing it because I was like, okay, this story has got to get good. Because you would think a girl who can go in the past and change things would be cooler. And you would be wrong.
Let me just zoom in right here.
Yes. So on the left is the original graphics. And while the grass on the left is, flat and not very interesting, the grass on the right is muddy and oh god, it's everywhere. And why the heck do I need grass like this in a game where the hair texture looks like it's made out of clay? And
it still looks like it's made out of clay.
Yes.
It's better. It's still made out of clay.
It's made out of clay, and okay, congratulations, you managed to fix your shadows issue. Except now your shadows look weird. You tried to make a realistic lighting perspective on a very clay-looking game.
Why did it get a remaster?
Because the gay people were screaming for a better version of Life is Strange. Because the first one wasn't very good, and they were kind of upset by it. And then they were upset by the second one. And I'm like, listen, let's be honest here. No matter what they do, it won't be good enough for you. So they give you everything that you want.
It's not that old, though.
I know.
It's what, 2-3 years old?
4 years old.
I'm getting old because it doesn't seem that long ago to me.
No, okay. The first game is 4 years old. The second game is like 2 years old. The second game wasn't that good either. I didn't even bother playing the free demo. I was like, meh. You know how with these kind of Telltale games, they give you like the first episode for free, so you get hooked and you go, fine, I'll buy the season pass for $20 and I'll get the whole game. You know?
I have no words.
The point is, this game was bad. It continues to be bad, and the remaster is just as bad. Don't waste your money on the remaster unless it's less than $20. If it is, congrats. Go ahead and buy it. If you really want to play it, I would not suggest it. The game is boring. Your choices are boring. None of your choices really matter until the end. And even then, the ending was stupid. The ending was dumb. I'm like, I've made all these choices. None of them mattered until the end.
Is it pick a color stupid?
Yes. Because it's literally save your friend, destroy the world, or let your friend die and save the city. And I go, my friend has been a dick the entire fucking time we've played this game, even when she was in a wheelchair because of my own fuck ups.
Oh my god!
Spoiler alert: there's one point in the game where you fuck up your choices so very bad, your friend ends up in a wheelchair, paralyzed from the waist, from the neck down. And I was like, oh, I fucked up. And so I buy the next episode thing. I get the next episode. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be like, a somber, less bitchy version of the girl. Nope, still a bitch.
Even in the wheelchair.
More so in the wheelchair. I was like, wow.
Well, now she has things to bitch about.
No, she's still bitching about the same shit. So we learn absolutely nothing in this game beyond your friend's a bitch, let her die. That's what I got out of this game.
Anyways,
what's next?
Activision Blizzard's not recognizing the union, the Call of Duty QA union.
I understand this because why should Activision Blizzard have to go and recognize this union, which is what, Raven?
Yeah, Raven Software.
Raven Software. Why should they have to? They didn't make any deals with Activision Blizzard. Blizzard has no reason to recognize them. It's a very small portion of the game. And I think it's mostly...
It's only 34 workers
mm-hmm.
Forming a union with Communication Workers of America. They're now gonna file for an election with the NLRB.
Yeah, they're not doing any of the things that I would need for me to believe you guys are a proper union. I'm sorry. And I'm generally anti-union as it is, but that's also because I'm in New Jersey, the place of corrupted unions. So, let me tell you about those Gotti boys.
I do think that there is a place for unions, but most unions are corrupt, in my opinion.
That's the number one problem I have with most unions. They end up being corrupted. They end up corrupted very, very quickly.
I do think some industries, especially in the IT sphere, so maybe that includes QA testers. A lot of jobs in the IT sphere need unionized because they get treated like shit.
Absolutely.
Especially like you go to leave, it's like, oh, we'll just hire a bunch of 11Bs to, not 11Bs. What's that? Is it no? I'm getting MLS is confused with visa types.
Yeah, 11B is, at least in the Army, are infantry. And I go,
yeah,
you get a bunch of you get a bunch of grunts to do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to think. What's the visa type, or they can just import cheap tech labor?
Oh, I can't remember. It's like 1 point something, and then there's like a C at the end.
This is bothering me. Hold on 1 second.
While you go searching things, I don't know what else to say about this.
That's why it has a 1. H1B.
Okay. B? I thought it was C.
It's B.
Okay.
H-1B.
All right then. What's next on the docket?
Genshin Impact devs Nova Desktop app has anime girls to keep you company.
Finally, we are one step closer to Real Doll Phil's perfect world. we just have to start putting these Chinese malware software AIs into our real dolls. We'll be good to go.
I would not trust this at all. I don't play Genshin, even though I probably enjoy the shit out of Genshin.
You would enjoy it
because it requires range 0 access to my computer.
You
No!
could do what I do and just play on your PS4.
No.
I'm like, I'll just use my PS4. Okay, so this is funny that Genshin Impact devs are making a artificial girlfriend, while Genshin Impact fan base in America is screaming over the fact that the characters are too sexy and they want them covered up more. And I go, what is wrong with you?
This is not the point of the game.
The point of the game is to battle blob things, correct, and battle out giant bosses, huge freaking things, with characters that you like that have special moves. The whole point of the game, running around, beating things up. You don't understand the lore and the thing. There's no lore. Stop messing with me. The lore is a bunch of things you read from the game. You guys just made things up on Tumblr.
The lore is there to support the cute anime girls.
Yes. And you can sit there and bitch and moan about the fact that I enjoy playing with the lolly cat girl as my main person. But I'll just tell you right now, there's nothing better than an ice type with a water type that can freeze everything. If I had another ice type, I would use it, but I don't. So guess what? Lolly cat girl it is.
You gotta put more money into that gotcha machine.
I refuse. China has gotten enough money from me. $50 is as much as you're getting from me, China. We're done. All right, what's next?
Sony announces it's acquiring Bungie for $3.6 billion.
This has been the greatest betrayal in the Game of Thrones I've ever seen.
It ain't shit.
Bungie, which was originally a Microsoft.
No, Bungie, which was originally a Macintosh developer that was then acquired by Microsoft. Oh, we're building this sort of marathon sequel. We're calling it Halo. Oh, bought by Microsoft. Fuck you, Mac gamers.
Whoops.
And it becomes the killer app for Xbox. And then do their own thing away from Microsoft. They do this Destiny thing, which I hear is a big deal.
I enjoyed Destiny. I enjoyed Destiny 2. Destiny 2 free to play, but pay to win. To be honest about that.
I don't play it.
Yeah, which, like, don't get me wrong, it's a good game. I enjoy it. I have fun with it. My problem is I can only do so many dungeons, and they're all the weaker dungeons. So play. That's an unfortunate thing. But yeah, so and now they've been bought out by Sony for $3.6 billion with a B.
They only make one game.
They
only have one IP right now. They don't even have goddamn Marathon.
I think Sony's plan is to
have Marathon. They have Destiny.
I think Sony's plan is, and this would be a very smart plan, is to hand them a bunch of broken franchises and go fix it. I think that's their master plan. if they're smart, that's what they will do. Because I'll be like, here, fix it. I don't know what you're gonna do. Figure it out. Fix it. Because whatever we keep handing off to other people sucks.
One thing that they said that they're going to do is they're going to use the know-how within Bungie to make a bunch of online games.
Gonna make what kind of games?
Online, always aware type. Other Destinies.
I don't need another Destiny. I like Destiny. I just don't like playing it constantly because it gets boring very fast.
Exactly.
For a game that requires community, it's not very good at building a community. Now, don't get me wrong, the community's there, but it built itself up on its own without the help or infrastructure of Bungie.
Yeah, this is from a developer where one of its leads for when they worked on Halo 2 said, if a game's not fun within 20 minutes, I put it down.
Yeah. Yeah, and Destiny is fun within the first 20 minutes. I think that's one of the reasons why I really like Final Fantasy 7 over Final Fantasy 8. Because I spoiler alert, I bought Final Fantasy 7 and 8 for my Switch, and I finally sat down to go and play Final Fantasy 8. And I haven't played this in a while. And I went, wow, the beginning of Final Fantasy 8 is really boring. You have to sit through a long cutscene followed by a bunch of talking while you're in school with more talking before you. And I'm like, Final Fantasy 7, you jump, you sit through the movie, you jump off the train, straight to fighting.
Yeah, straight in,
boom. There's a sense of tension and moving. Final Fantasy 8, wow, boring. Final Fantasy 9, sense of tension. Because you're let me think. Final Fantasy 9, you start off as Vivi and you're kind of running around town looking for a way to sneak into the special play. Sounds cool. Excuse me. The very first part of it is you're planning to kidnap a princess and a weird guy in a dragon hat shows up and attacks you. Straight to fighting.
I'm thinking some of my favorite games that don't go into fighting immediately have how would I put don't go into action immediately. They've got interesting build up. All the Halo 1, it's all cutscenes for 20 minutes.
But it's really interesting cutscenes.
We just got out. The ship just got out of a desperate battle. They're about to go into another one.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up the super soldier. Halo 2, it goes back to what happened at the end of you just arrived home in the end of Halo, and this new character, the Arbiter, on trial.
Yep.
And getting punished. I forget the intro to Halo. Oh, Halo 3. It's Master Chief arriving.
Wasn't that where he returned the bomb?
Yeah. No, Halo 2 is Halo 2. That's the
return the bomb. Okay.
Halo 3. He arrives back on the Forerunner ship and then crashes into Earth.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, it's acquiring Bungie. I did find it funny. Medicare on his stream the other night, which was hilarious. I went through okay, what else could have Sony bought for $3.6 billion? And
a lot of Taco Bell?
There you go. A couple million more, Konami. A bunch of other companies with loads more IPs.
Listen, Sony is killing itself regarding video games. Between this and their censorship rules, I there's a reason why I'm like, nah, I don't really want a PS5. I have a Switch. What about it's not as good power wise? I don't need it to be as good power wise.
The only reason I would get a PS5 is FF7 integrate.
No, no. Okay, because Final Fantasy 7, the original is good. The remake is terrible. I cannot say this enough times. The remake is bad. And even though the remake should be good, I sat through and went, this should be good, but you've changed too much. You've changed too much. I'm like, okay, I can deal with like an action RPG with the story being similar or mostly the same. That's fine. No, we're going to show you Sephiroth 20 minutes into the game. Why? I don't.
why.
Okay, the whole point of Cloud being cool was that you didn't have any clue on his past or what was going on with him and all that other stuff.
But there's 10 years. We know Cloud's story now.
Yes, I don't need you changing it. Cloud suffering from PTSD and seeing Sephiroth everywhere. Sorry, what?
Anyways.
Next.
Speaking of companies buying everything, Microsoft, who's buying everyone.
No. Microsoft put out in a amicus brief.
Yeah, well, I'm saying Microsoft, who's bought everyone, who's been in trouble for antitrust issues, put out an amicus brief saying that if Apple is not stopped now, Apple's antitrust behavior would just get worse. Irony much.
I love the fact that it's Microsoft backing Epic in an antitrust thing via amicus brief, and I'm like, this is funny. This is just funny because it's Microsoft. The number of things you've done wrong antitrust wise, I could put and lay out on my mattress and sleep on top of it, and I'd be like, it would make like a good bed spring, you know. Do they have the full brief there?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if they quote their own.
their own court cases.
They don't. Oh yes, they do. Yes, they quote U.S. v. Microsoft Core.
So they're like, listen, this is antitrust. How do we know? Here's a court case with us. So this is the ongoing Epic and Fortnite battle against Apple, and Microsoft is throwing in with Epic. So that's what's going on with that. If you guys don't understand that,
case too. Yes.
And they cite more of their own cases as to what is and is not.
They cite Twombly. No, they don't. Oh, that makes me sad. Twombly's another famous antitrust case, but that's mostly because it Iqbal fucked up Rule 8A and 12b6.
Got you. All right, let's.
I'm learning things.
I'm tired, so like putting information in my head makes me go bleh. All right, what's next?
Oh, more tech news.
Is it more? It's no. Now it's tech news.
News.
Was that tech news? I think I figured that was video game news. It's Epic and Fortnite with Microsoft.
Yeah, so it's also Microsoft and Apple.
Well, it crosses the streams. We're going into tech news.
Yeah, we're in tech news now. So, hacker got hacked by North Korea, so he took down all of North Korea's internet.
This was hilarious. I believe the hacker's name was P4X. This is something that happened in the sphere that I'm a part of on the internet. The security technology enthusiasts. You know,
the sphere I just left.
Yeah, except these are the people who test things, see if we can get in. We're just, seeing how strong your lock is. Whoops.
My hat was never gray.
My hat is always gray.
White hat.
Well, PP4X, who claims to be a white hat hacker, says, and this is something that I saw in a lot of the other people I know, was that North Korea apparently hacked a bunch of different security firms and security people trying to figure out, trying to find tools and things to help penetrate U.S. things. United States, this is like 2020, 2021, somewhere around there. United States' response was to do nothing, at least openly.
Nothing openly.
And a lot of the community got upset. And this guy went, I took this personally. They didn't get anything from me, but I took this personally. So he began running a bunch of penetration testers and various other things. Decided, I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to mess with this. I'm going to mess with that. and just kind of took out a lot of the North Korean internet structure. Now, none of this really matters much because North Korea runs on an intranet. Doesn't really touch the outside world. So basically, what he was doing was the technical version of like graffitiing a wall or like messing up a building.
Well, they could screw up they could screw up some of their internal stuff, but
No, he wasn't. He was like taking down like websites and things like that. He was doing nothing to the actual people of North Korea in any way, shape, or form. Most of the internet is used by their security apparatus and their.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, like it does nothing to the people. It kind of annoys the government slightly.
Well, most of the people using computers are the government.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. He has stated that after this, he is looking for other people to help him do deeper penetration to enter their intranet and really start messing with things. And then, share that information with the proper authorities.
Proper authorities.
Hey, we don't do anything bad. We just test things. And if we happen to get into something we shouldn't, we will let the people know.
Yeah, as a gray hat does.
I do nothing wrong. I simply wanted to see if I could, and by God, I could. It's kind of like how everyone's like, Darren, how do you have access to the elevator? I gave myself access last year. How? Don't worry about how. I just did.
Don't worry about how.
How? Well, it was easy. Or it was easy. Just move on with my day. Everyone's shocked and amazed. All right, what's next?
This is oddly. I'm just gonna say this is oddly reminiscent of the good old days of Anonymous.
Before Anonymous became an activist group that got really annoying, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
their peak was Project Chanology, but that's where everything went wrong.
Yeah, that's when everyone started joining and we're like, I hate you guys. Shut up. All right, moving on.
This article is from HentaiKink.com.
This is a great one. Manga publishers are going after Cloudflare. Let me pull up the article myself because I don't remember all the manga publishers. I know Kodansha, Shueishin,
Gracia, Shogakukan, and Kadokawa.
Those four have filed a lawsuit against Cloudflare for 37 million?
3.5 million.
3.5. Okay. 3.5 million.
I don't know how much Cloudflare makes, but for a big company for a company that's involved in the internet backbone, that seems like chump change.
It probably is chump change. It's probably gonna be a quick payout. A lot of this article is me going over how much manga artists actually make and how the manga piracy is affecting, manga. At this point in time, manga piracy is kind of redundant outside of things that are not being published for us to actively look at. It's annoying. Leave my choice of gifts alone.
I was like, those are interesting gifts. Wait, we're on YouTube.
I have had no reason to use these gifts the entire time I've had them on the website. I'm like, screw it, I'm using them now. So again, and I'm gonna say this again, manga piracy, I do not condone piracy if it's available legally for you to go and grab without any issues. It's one of the reasons why I have a Shonen Jump subscription. I don't mind paying $2 a month for my weekly, monthly manga.
Even my broke ass subscribes to Shonen Jump.
Yes. Now that being said, I also buy manga whenever I can. I try to support the artist by buying the physical releases whenever possible when it's available in America. Some things though are not sent over to America, and it's really hard to get. Lots of Arrow manga. Nozaki Anna will probably never end up over here because it's about a girl and a guy who share a peephole. It's a really interesting connotation on human beings and the reaction to being watched and being aware of being watched while others are not aware of being watched. Leave me alone. The peephole manga is very wholesome.
The peephole manga is very wholesome.
It's a very wholesome peephole manga. It's more wholesome than the guy who liked watching the girl pee. I think it was called Sunflowers.
I shouldn't judge. I write for you. I write for your website, and it's a porn website.
You know,
wait, are you allowed to admit that on YouTube?
I mean, it's not. It's barely porn. There's nothing blatantly pornographic outside of like nudity.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
It's all art.
Exactly. I went the Playboy route with this. What was I saying? So manga artists, generally speaking, are not the same as comic book artists, because manga artists work as a team, not as a singular person. Usually speaking, so you have assistants, and whatever you are paid per page, you also have to use to go and help pay your assistants. This isn't like with Marvel or DC, where everyone has a rate and they paid everyone a separate rate. It's you have a team that one person gets paid and they pay everyone else under them.
Right.
So it is a very hard way of getting through things. Now, the ways that people get around this is they hopefully get an anime and they make a lot of money via royalties and stuff like that, or they go the same route as 40 Hari. It's in the article. He sat there as an animator and went, I don't like this. I'm not getting paid enough, and decided to make his own doujinshi video game series, and that is a top seller on JAST. Would highly suggest it's in the article on hentai-cake.com.
Maybe if they get an anime, they get the chance to sell figures, and that's where the real money is.
Yes, the dye cut off figures where you can remove clothing.
Oh boy. I don't have any of those yet.
Really? Most of mine do that. Most of mine I bought, I'm like, oh, you can take the clothes off. That's weird.
I also have a budget when I buy a figure. I don't go over a certain amount.
Yeah, but this is them saying to Cloudflare, hey, we're just gonna keep suing you if you keep allowing manga pirates to sell shit, or you use our stuff.
Well, they're seeking damages, but what other are they seeking? Like they can sue once. If they sue again for the same thing, they're not allowed to. You're not allowed to relitigate. Are they seeking?
They're seeking damages for a specific series.
Okay. Are they also seeking whatchamacallit? Whatchamacallit? Why am I blanking on terms? This can't happen on an exam.
No, it cannot.
Why am I blanking on this? The type of are they seeking injunctive relief as well?
They are trying to, but this is Japanese court system. It's not the same as American court system.
They're suing in Japanese
Japan.
Court. That's a code-based. That's not common law. That's code law.
Yeah, so it's a very different thing. And when I tried understanding it, I'm like, this is legalese in Japanese. I'm out. There's too many E's in there. So Japanese legalese. Fuck, someone give me the Chinese.
Well, that's code based too.
I know.
Except that changes on whatever the hell they feel like that day.
I mean, Japan's kind of like that some days too.
Some days.
That's how Willie Nelson got banned from Japan.
Oh, did they count? Did they Did they ban him because of weed or?
They banned him because of weed, but he was never caught with weed. He just said, yeah, we used to smoke in Japan all the time. They went, we're going to ban you.
That's why. That's why. It's actually more acceptable, I believe, in Japan to do coke than it is to do weed.
It is.
Because you don't bother people with coke unless you do too much of it.
And you go out into the world, yeah.
Weed, however, that smokes up the place.
And that has a distinct smell. While smoking has like smoking areas and smoking rooms, although those are falling out of fashion too. And vaping, for some reason, is out of fashion in Japan. I don't know why that's out of fashion. That would make more sense. But moving on, let's.
I can see why vaping is, because when you have a bunch of vapors in a room and they're all vaping and they're being obnoxious about it, that's annoying. And that can also set off smoke alarms.
I've never seen a vape set off a smoke alarm. But all right, let's.
I've seen it. I've been at cons where vaping has set off multiple smoke alarms.
That's just weird. All right, moving on. What's next?
YouTube news. YouTube has a new censorship tactic.
Yeah,
if you're a newer streamer and you're about to go viral, they'll go and say, "This video is popular. Due to limited creator history, we're limiting the number of viewers. Subscribe to this channel to help this creator reach a broader audience."
Isn't that great? They won't let you get popular anymore on YouTube.
That defeats the entire fucking purpose of YouTube.
I'm aware, which is why, once again, as soon as we can, we are moving to Rumble. We're off.
How are we moving to Rumble?
I need to figure out if we can at any point in time afford the StreamYard Premium. That's kind of it. It is the can we afford to move? YouTube is still free. Rumble is not, and I'm just like, come on, Cloudflare, or come on, StreamYards. Come on, StreamYards. I just need you to.
We might need to find another way to do this besides StreamYards.
But I hate figuring out more technology. I'm tired.
Yeah, the problem with StreamYards is it's so goddamn easy.
It's incredibly simple, and I'm just like, thank you. I don't have to work so hard at making this work. I just have to worry about making sure we have content, and that's great. Also, we can always remind people about things using the banner system, which is what I really love. On the fly banners. All right. So, YouTube doing this. Do you think this is because of Joe Rogan or because of Nikki Reckets?
Neither.
Who could have caused this?
They rolled this out during the Freedom Convoy.
Oh, it's because of that'll make sense. Canada.
Blame Canada.
This is Viva Frey's fault. We should go on Viva Barnes and start complaining. If you guys not checked out Viva Barnes, go check out Viva Barnes. It's a great legal podcast if you are into that kind of stuff. They talk about things legally going on in the United States and Canada and the two different law systems there, and also current events.
I like Viva Frey, but it was funny. Like when I started watching him, he was like just chilled out Canadian dad covering the law. Also did a bunch of random YouTube stuff because that's how he started doing random YouTube stuff.
Mm-hmm.
As a side gig to him being a lawyer, and then he became more legal focused as he tried to figure out what's going on with this U.S. law bullshit. Why is this making news? Why is this important? Well, I know how to read a lawsuit. And then COVID, the world went insane, and the midnight walks happened. And now he is Canadian Mark Levin on crack.
Now, to be fair, Mark Levin's always been on crack.
Get off the phone,
Mark Levin's always been on crack, regardless of whether he is or is not on Fox News at the time. He's always been on crack. He was the weird, cranky grandpa, and I go, man, this guy needs some coke. But no, that is.
unless he's talking about his dogs. That he's
That's
the
it.
sweetest old man ever.
Exactly. But so YouTube making it so you can never get popular via live stream is ridiculous.
That defeats the no. Like you want to, YouTube's been trying to push live streaming to get at Twitch, but this is going to kill that.
It will. It absolutely will. It's very upsetting that Twitch is gonna be the streaming service to choose, apparently.
Jesus Christ.
It's just one of them days. All right, what is next?
More YouTube news.
More YouTube news.
And it's not shaking a pill bottle.
All right.
You have a train coming through.
I do have a train coming through.
I hear that train coming. Anyways, anime YouTuber wins against Toei.
So this is another problem of YouTube, which is their automated complaint system. So Toei is notorious for this.
Believe it or not, YouTube actually has the best complaint system out of all
of them, probably.
Because you can actually fight back in YouTube. Everyone else, Twitter, Twitch, they all tell you to pound fucking sand.
My personal favorite was this week, and it's not in the articles, was Teespring took down someone's t-shirt design because the name of their comic was Arcane Power or something like that. So they had an Arcane Power t-shirt with the red-headed character that they designed on there. And someone from Riot Games, I believe, was like, "This is our League of Legends character from the movie, the Netflix thing, Arcane." And everyone's like, "These are two different things." And the person put in a complaint, was like, "No, this is my character. They're not the same. These are two different hairstyles. This is for my comic book, Arcane Power, whatever."
This has existed before the Netflix
thing, so they can't copyright the word arcane. And Teespring was like, "Oh yeah, but they're Riot, so pound sand."
Keep that.
Yeah.
Or at least the YouTube system, you get your video back after a certain amount of time if they don't file
It's still,
report.
yeah, but you lose the entire impact of the video. If the video is time sensitive, it breaks it down. If it also buries the video for much later on. So while the system is good, it's not better.
I'm not saying it's good. It still sucks. It's better than everyone else.
There you go. It's not perfect. It also kind of sucks.
It actually complies with DMCA, unlike everybody else's system.
Yes. So an anime YouTuber who loves talking about Dragon Ball Z and doing all these things. He's been doing this for many years. Toei finally saw his videos, and he struck down all like 100 plus of them because he was using things in the background. He was talking about stuff. He used artwork to talk about things. He was doing the right thing and sharing
everything under fair use.
Under fair use, and he was sharing things. He wasn't using too much time on things. He was making commentary on things. It's kind of like the Chaika dance thing. Well, that music is copyrighted. The way that it has been presented makes it fair use.
Yeah. To be technical, it was still infringing, but fair use is a defense, and it's an absolute defense.
Yes.
If it's determined to be fair use, but that's an analysis you have to go through, and they're supposed to do a 4-step analysis before they take shit down, but they don't.
Now, I can understand with Japanese legal system them just saying, "Okay, we can't show this in Japan." That's fine. That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay to be confused, but
Toei has been like, strike everything down. Strike it all down.
And that's also it also hurts it hurts them because this is advertising for their shit.
Yeah, and especially
it's
since
not straight up like what Pokemon was doing, where she was just straight up watching full episodes of anime.
yeah,
That's straight up infringement.
that is full on infringement. I think Toei is one of the reasons why I got a video taken down when I was doing Stealth and Spank stuff. But I'm like, I'm gonna just like talk about the animes that's coming out this year, and I'll have like clips in the background of the title sequences, and we'll talk about it. No,
Can't do that.
no, can't do that. I go, I'm talking about the show while the title sequence is going on in the background, so I don't see why this is the bad thing. But whatever. You know, my But he fought the system. He finally got back all of his videos. It's apparently been months of work towards this, because like 100+ videos. And Toei has lost this one, and good.
And the YouTuber was totally not Mark.
No, he got all the claims and marks removed.
Yeah. That's what I was. No, what I was saying is the name of the YouTuber was totally not Mark.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sent this to you. I watched it, and then it has been like a couple days.
Yeah. My
brain is dead now. It has been a couple days. All right. What's next? Because we got 10 minutes.
So the cast of Slow Loop, which is about fly fishing, went to try fly fishing in real life.
I don't know how this got on our docket, and I hate you for it.
I thought it was going to be a slow week, and I added it, and now I realize it sucks.
Shep goes Vroom. I'm like, why is this?
I don't even know this anime.
All right, so they went. I mean, to be fair, it did start off.
Like, oh, it's cute. They're actually doing the thing they do in the anime. But we don't have anything to talk about, I realize, and I'm retarded.
Yeah, no, we had a lot of things to talk about, because everything dropped over the last couple of days, and I've been sending articles like every day over the weekend.
Yeah, and I popped this on like right after Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
I mean that's it's cute. I hope they had a good time. I've never gone fly fishing personally.
I've gone once. It wasn't a fun time, but that's because me and my dad got into a fist fight.
Oh, you probably shouldn't fist fight when there are hooks involved.
Yeah, that's why even though me and my dad both loved hunting, we never went hunting together.
There you go. Let's move on to the next one.
So the moving Yokohama Gundam, the Gundam that actually moves and looks around and stuff in the dock, was supposed to close this year, but they've extended it being open another year.
Is this because of COVID?
This is because of COVID.
All right.
This opened right before, this opened during COVID, and it's like, oh, the world will reopen up again. It hasn't yet.
Well, hopefully it stays there until I get back to Japan again. Yokohama. Where's Yokohama?
Yokohama, I believe it's, I know it's a port city. I believe it's near Tokyo.
Okay, this might be in the same. No, it's probably isn't in front of the same mall as the Unicorn Gundam. Probably not. But there is a mall area in outside of Tokyo where it's a bunch of different statues and stuff, and it's like oh, this is interesting, cute stuff, whatever. But yeah,
yeah, it's Yokohama is shit. I think that's actually where Tokyo 3 is. But it's around Tokyo Bay. It's in like the metropolitan area.
Okay, it's probably the same area then as where the Unicorn Gundam was, if not the exact same spot. I'll figure it out later. All right, that's pretty cool though. Hopefully it stays until I get a chance to get over there.
Hopefully.
All right, I think
it's going to be open until March 31st, 2023. Shit, that's gonna be before I get over there.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Unfortunately. All right. We are 2 weeks out till Katsucon. Are you excited?
I'm less excited, mostly because I'm less excited about the con because cons have been back. I'm glad Capcom is back. I'm excited to like see people I haven't seen in a few months.
My problem is everyone,
excited to go home.
like almost everyone I wanted to go see is not going. They're like, they're like, I'm afraid, I don't really want to go, money, and I go, okay, I get you, I got you.
I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang out with some people, and that's
good.
Have something, and then
have yourself a good time. See, I'm going to go. I've got 3 panels. I've got 3 boudoir shoots, and like a few people I wanted to go see are not going to be there. ZenCon is coming up right after that.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything?
I'm a little bit more excited for ZenCon.
Is this because we won't have to wear a mask?
We have to wear a mask for ZenCon.
Do we? God damn it.
How they enforce it, I don't know.
I don't know.
But I'm a little bit more excited for Zenkai, mostly because I haven't been in a couple of years because it hasn't happened in a couple of years.
It has been like 2 years since last Zenkai Con, and like I really annoying when I go. I really enjoyed Zenkai Con. I really can't wait to go next year, and then like COVID happened.
Yeah, the week before it happened.
Yeah, it was like, and everything shut down. Okay, and they're like, okay, 2021, we'll do it. Oh, or yeah, I'm like, okay. No, like, would you like to do an online thing? We can't. We don't do online. We don't do online for several factors. One of them being, we use a lot of clips in artwork. We don't want you getting hit with stuff.
Yeah.
The other being, some of it's 18 plus. We can't really.
That's a little bit hard.
It's always funny. Like, would you like to go and have your really popular panel on this? Go, it's 18 plus. You really don't want it on there.
You don't want it.
You don't want it. You know, you can try, but it ain't gonna end well for you. And that's how Anime Con ended up on Pornhub. That would be the way. Which is always funny. But I am going to be a featured panelist at Zenkai Con this year. It's exciting.
I haven't gotten that info. I don't know whether or not I'm a featured panelist and you just have my info again on file or what.
I don't know. I got 3. Okay, I got an email about that like a month ago. Like, hey, don't forget to send us your information. We don't have it anymore from your panels. I went, okay, cool. Done. And then like a week or 2 ago, they're like, oh, like you've been chosen. Please send us your information. Go. I did send to you once already. Done. And they're like, oh yeah, by the way, do this survey thing. Put in your information. You mother.
I did the survey thing. I don't know actually which panels I'm doing yet.
Same. I just know I'm doing a lot, apparently.
I need to know whether or not I need to finish this area.
Mm-hmm. You haven't finished. How are we gonna talk about about Calvinism?
I don't know.
Okay, you need to finish Berseria so we can talk about Calvinism.
You mean we can unite over Calvinism?
I mean, fucking traitors. Whenever a traitor creates an impure, imperfect religion mocking our God, we always name it after the person who made it. Lutherans, Calvinists.
You shut your poor mouth.
What else is there?
How many of those sacraments are actually in the Bible again?
How many what?
How many of those sacraments are actually in the Bible?
I don't even remember. I have to go through it. Like
I'm two. Only two.
Only
2 of the 7 are actually in the Bible.
And The others, the Pope knows. It's fine. It's fine.
Anyway, before we start a religious war.
We already had that. It was called Iraq. Oh.
Before we restart the troubles over here.
Yeah, that'll be funny. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for a bunch of other stuff. I cannot wait. Just cannot wait to do Zenkai Con. I'm hoping they'll remove the mask mandate. I hope they'll just go, listen, this is too much effort. F it. In general.
I'm also hoping, but I'm not expecting it.
Yeah. Otakon has said you must be vaccine
and
mask. And I'm like, listen, I don't mind either or. I don't mind if you want masks. But if you start saying you need to have a vaccine, I go, wow, we're just going to say fuck black people, huh?
I'm not burning any bridges.
I'm not burning any bridges. I'm commenting on the fact that majority of minorities are not vaccinated due to the fact they don't trust the government. And there was that thing with the whole Tuskegee experiment.
Yeah, the Tuskegee experiments. Yeah.
So they have a right to be a little
concerned,
a little suspicious, a little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
It's not the white people who are most anti-vax. It's the people who have gotten screwed over by vaccination programs.
Mm-hmm. Which is why it's funny. And yeah, that's been an ongoing thing. So like I don't mind if you want to do one, like if you want to go vaccine only and then like mask off, like okay, fine, whatever.
Fine.
And they're like vaccine only and you must wear a mask. Go, why? Why? And can you promise me that all of the hotel staff is vaccinated?
They can't.
They cannot.
The union will throw a fit.
Yep.
The local union will throw a fit. The national union wants everyone vaxxed.
National union can suck it. And teachers union. But it will be a good time in Katsucon. We will hopefully not have any major mishaps. And I hope to have like a big honkin' party where everyone goes, can you believe these people are having a good time? How dare they? There's no dancing in this town. Nobody puts baby in the corner. That has actually been my response to everyone. Is like, can you believe these people? And I just put up Footloose. Nobody puts baby in the corner. And no one's getting the reference. I don't understand what you're doing. Go, I'm old. And nobody puts baby in the corner.
I showed up to my school's university club the other day.
How'd that go?
We put on whatchamacallit. Why am I blanking on everything tonight? Because it's been a long goddamn week, even though it's only Wednesday. Yu Yu Hakusho. And I immediately felt the I'm old Yusuke.
It's literally like the second or third story arc when you go, I'm old, Yusuke. I go, yes, I feel that. I feel that in my bones. If you really want to feel old, have young people tell you that Gurren Lagann is an old show.
Motherfucker. You know what I was excited. I don't have school tomorrow. Like I'm 10 again.
You are 10 again when Gurren Lagann was on.
No, I was in high school.
Oh God, that makes it worse. That makes it worse.
Because before you were joking, and now I just confirmed that you're old.
Shut up.
Now, you still in the sandbox when that was on?
I was buying the DVDs so I could watch them for my second tour.
Oh.
Now, to be fair, I had a lot of good DVDs for my second tour, including Bible Black, which went all over Iraq. Everyone wanted to watch it. when Top, the 50-year-old freaking E8 goes over. Silvers, you got that cartoon with the girl who grows the dick and starts fucking girls? I go, Bible Black? He goes, yeah, that one.
That still hurts my brain because, like, I can believe in it, I can imagine it. But...
It hurts your brain. I had to experience it. I'm like, this?
But at the same time, 50-year-old guy walks like, you got that Bible Black shit?
Oh no. To be fair, he also had like a pink flamingo and a car tire in front of his fucking trailer, and I go, okay, he's making himself at home. All right. This has been the Geek-Posium. It has been a tech-filled day of legalese and Japanese and dirty knees. But you can look at these over at hentaicake.com for $12 a month. We appreciate every single subscription. Every subscription you make gets me one step closer to not needing to work a day job. We can do this more often. I can put out more content. And we appreciate all of it. And then we can actually like pay our writers. Be nice.
Please, I don't want to work a day job either.
And we will see you guys at Katsucon, and if not, have a good one. And remember, I will have special badge flags for Katsucon. So, good night, everybody.